Brilliant in basics. Maybe you can put it on chat, one of you. Brilliant in basics. So we want to become brilliant in basics. And Krishna consciousness is simple. And Srila Prabhupada said chanting is the foundation. Japa is the foundation of our spiritual practices. So every session will begin with some chanting and then Japa realizations of devotees and then again chanting. So today I'm discussing from based on a journal entry, which is based on a lecture of Sachinandan Maharaj. So chanting is not an activity of the tongue. It's interesting. We generally think I'm chanting with the tongue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. But the truth of the matter is chanting is not an activity of the tongue. What do we mean? Tongue is material. This is matter. And holy name is pure spiritual. So how can matter, which is tongue, connect with pure spiritual substance? So we cannot use the tongue to access pure holy name. See, we are using the tongue. Yes, we are using the tongue. We are vibrating. We are chanting Hare Krishna. But as we are using the tongue like a bridge, and we are actually entering the space of the heart. When I say heart space, see, generally when we hear the word space, what do we think? We think a room which has wall, window. No. When we say heart space, it means not room. It's not physical space. We are talking about the level of consciousness, which means developing a prayerful mood. So chanting is not an activity of the tongue. Chanting is an activity of a prayerful heart space, which is where the soul, the I resides. So when we prayerfully request, Krishna, please appear in my tongue, please appear in my heart, then we are using the tongue, but we are actually begging the Lord in the heart. We are telling Krishna, please come. And then Krishna decides, okay, let me reveal myself to this devotee. Let me allow him to experience taste in holy name. I don't know if you've experienced this. Sometimes, very rarely, but there have been occasions, I'm sure all of us have gone through this. There are some times we feel that some magic switch has got on when chanting, which means suddenly we are accessing some different mantra, not the one Hare Krishna which I'm chanting every day. There is some special thing that happens when we are chanting sometimes. We feel sheltered, we feel very rarely, but it happens. That means there is some occasion when a devotee feels, oh, I can keep chanting this mantra always. So this is an experience which shows that holy names is more than simply some words that we vibrate with the tongue. There is more to holy name, there is more to Hare Krishna than simply chanting with the tongue. See, right now, our problem is we are entangled. We are in material world, constantly suffering. So therefore, what we need is, we need access to Krishna's holy names. When Ramananda Vasu and Satyaraja Khan, they met Lord Chaitanya in Kulina Gram. It's a very interesting conversation. I think I can see most of you here are grihasthas. So speaking on behalf of all of you, Ramananda Vasu asked a very beautiful question to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he said, we are grihasthas, they are suffering, so can you please help us? And one of the questions they asked, which I want to share with you, this is like really amazing, is they said, grihastha vishayami kimora sadane. We are grihastha, we are vishayi, we are sense gratifiers. So, what should we do? So, you are not sense gratifiers, you are very nice devotees. But I'm just saying how the mood in which devotees approach the Lord. So, Ramananda Vasu is asking, Satyaraj Khan is asking Lord Chaitanya, grihastha vishayami kimora sadane. Shrimukha Agya Kara Prabhu Nivedi Charane. With your lotus mark, please instruct us, please guide us what we should do. We are suffering because of our attachments. Then Lord Chaitanya replied, which is the mantra for today, which is what we need to remember. Lord Chaitanya said, प्रभु कहे कृष्ण सेवा वैष्णव सेवन निरंतर कर Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Lord Chaitanya said, do these three things. What are the three things? Prabhu kain Krishna seva, serve Krishna. You can serve Krishna. You can always offer everything to Krishna. That is serve Krishna. Then Prabhu kain Krishna seva, Vaishnava sevan, serve Vaishnavas, serve devotees. Actually, this ABC community was started with this desire to serve devotees. Anybody who comes to Prabhupada's mission movement is very special, very, very dear to Krishna. So all the devotees in this ABC community, they wanted to serve devotees. So therefore, we want to serve each other. These are the two things Mahaprabhu said. And one more third thing. Prabhu kain Krishna seva Vaishnava sevan nirantara kara Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Nam Sankirtan matlab coming together and chanting, which basically means, see, right now you are doing Sankirtan. Whenever we come together in devotee association for a spiritual activity, that is called Sankirtan. So hearing is also Sankirtan because we are part of a big crowd. Why do we insist on all of you keeping videos on? Is because that's where Sankirtan energy is spread. There is Sankirtan. When we come, like for example, today morning Bhagavatam class, I was sitting in the temple hall. I was feeling a little drowsy. I was struggling to stay awake. And there are so many devotees sitting. And suddenly at one point of time, I felt so safe. I felt so sheltered. I felt I belong here. That is the result of Sankirtan. That is Sankirtan because I'm playing a small part in a big plan that the Lord has made. So for Grihasthas, since most of you are Grihasthas here in this group, Lord Chaitanya has said, do these three things. If you are suffering in life, what are the three things? Krishna Seva, Vaishnava Seva, and coming together and hearing and chanting about Krishna. If you do these three things, Lord Chaitanya says you will get three benefits. This is very, very interesting. The very next verse. This is Madhya Leela. If you're interested, you can read this. This is 15th chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, text number 102 to 109. So around that section. So Lord Chaitanya says the result of coming together like this in ABC community or in your respective ISKCON temples or going to different your Guru Maharaj Sangha, the whole idea of coming Sankirtan, what will happen? Three things will happen. Anusanga phale kare, samsare rakshay, chitta akarshiya korai, Krishna premodai. Lord Chaitanya says, Anusanga, the byproduct of doing Sankirtan is three things. Anusanga phale kare. First, samsare rakshay. You will start feeling disinterest in material life. Sense gratification. When we say material life, not duties and responsibilities, but sense gratification. Sense gratification thoda yaar bekar hai. You will not be so attracted to material life. Anusanga phale kare, samsare rakshay. Second, chitta akarshiya korai. Your heart will be attracted to devotee sangha. Your heart will be attracted to Krishna conscious activities. You would want to go to temple. You would want to associate with devotees. You would want to hear Krishna Katha. You want to go for yatras. This is chitta akarshiya. And samsare rakshay means, ठीक है यार, वर्ल्ड कप चल रहा है, इंडिया जीत गया, पॉलिटिक्स में ये हो रहा है, ठीक है, होता रहेगा, मेरे को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. That is samsare rakshay. Chitta akarshiya is wanting to associate with devotees. And the third thing that will happen is Anusanga phale kare, samsare rakshay, chitta akarshiya korai, Krishna premodai. Love for Krishna will awaken in the heart. Many of us don't know what is love of Krishna. In fact, many devotees have expressed that after chanting for many years, many devotees, sincere devotees have confessed that they have experienced the first two. What is the first two? First one is samsare rakshay. See, we may be attracted to sense gratification. We have material desires. But we do feel sometimes ki yaar kya hai, material life bekar hai. That feeling is samsare rakshay. And chitta akarshiya, we like to associate with devotees. So these two experiences we have got. So in one class I was hearing, His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj was saying that just remember, you are experienced these two. So in due course of time, you'll also experience the third thing. What is the third thing? Krishna Premodaya. Love for Krishna will also come because you've already experienced the first two. Honestly, devotees, after some years of chanting, have experienced. So, therefore, we have to continue chanting and not give up chanting. So, this is the meaning of being brilliant in basics. Just keep doing the same thing every day. And how do we do it? How do we ensure that we are doing nicely every day? For that, Rupa Goswami has given us proper instructions. Nectar of Instruction is a very classic book, and there are instructions given by Rupa Goswami on this is called Upadeshamrit, Nectar of Instruction. Rupa Goswami is our main acharya. We are Rupanugas, we are followers of Rupa Goswami. He has given us many instructions, and he says the essence of all instruction is this: follow this, and you will be happy. What is this? I'll chant this verse, which is Nectar of Instruction, verse number 8. Rupa Goswami says, Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smrityo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyoja Tishtan Rajetadανuragi Jananugami Kalam Naeda Kilamiti Upadesha Saram. He's saying just chant the name, pastimes, character of Krishna. Remember Krishna systematically in your heart, in your mind, and take guidance from a devotee who is always remembering Vrindavan. Be connected to devotees in Vrindavan. And this is how you should spend your time. Kalam Nayed Akilamiti Upadesha Saram. This is the essence of all advice. So continue chanting, hearing, become brilliant in basics. Don't give up this process for whatever distraction this material world will offer. There may be a war going on right now in Iran and Israel. There may be earthquakes happening, cyclones happening, presidential elections happening. So many things are happening everywhere. But chanting will go on. Chanting should go on. So therefore, this is very instructive. Rupa Goswami is telling us just be in the association of devotees, and from babyhood get trained, from childhood till the end of our lives. We need to get trained in chanting. Just like when you are a small baby, you are trained in manners, etiquette, how to take bath, how to pass stool, how to eat. All those things we are trained. Similarly, in spiritual life also we are babies. We need to be trained. We need to be trained, and Rupa Goswami is training us. Be in the association of devotees, come together in a community like this, like ABC communities. We are all children. And Srila Prabhupada is a loving parent. Our respective gurus are our parents. So, and we are all brothers. We are all brothers, sisters. We are God family. We are all under Srila Prabhupada's family. We need to help each other and grow in our spiritual life from babyhood to maturity. So let us chant and transform this ABC group community to a spiritual group where we come together and become brilliant in basics. So there is more to discuss on chanting. We will discuss in every class. We will have a lot of discussions, and there is no shortage of material. So today's take home, today's conclusion of Japa talk is chanting is not an activity of the tongue. It is an activity of the heart. It has to be in the heart space, which means basically externally, practically what it means. Lord Chaitanya told Grihasthas who are struggling, especially to Ramananda Vasu and Satyaraj Khan, that do three things. Serve Krishna, serve devotees, and come together and take part in Sankirtan. If we do this, then Lord Chaitanya has assured three benefits. That is, you will start feeling material sense gratification unattractive. Your heart will be attracted to associating with devotees. And third, most important, eventually in due course of time, you start developing affection and attachment for Krishna. So this, and Rupa Goswami says, if you want to reach that stage, the essence of all instructions is come together, hear and chant. So in this, I will stop my Japa talk. I will chant now in this mood, whatever you heard. This is not mine. Again, I'll repeat. ABC community, we are not here to create some followers or group. We just want to help you in your spiritual life and enhance your chanting. So we will now chant for 10 minutes, and then I'll make a small presentation on how we can feel loved by Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.